There's something hidden in your DNA. A code, a message, a story that was silenced. Did you know that only 2% of your DNA is active? The other 98% remains inactive, with no apparent function. At least, according to science. And since they couldn't explain it, they called it junk DNA. But it's not junk, it's blocked potential. What you're about to hear is not science fiction, it's a memory. According to modern science, humans were designed with 12 original strands of DNA, but only 2 remain active today. And those 2 strands? They don't look naturally evolved, they look altered. Something or someone modified them. And science doesn't know who, but it knows these changes weren't random. And this is just one piece of the puzzle. But there's more, much more. Clues that defy logic and the official narrative. Let's look at some of the most unsettling ones. The evolutionary leap. All species evolve gradually, but humans? We appeared suddenly with massive brains and advanced tools, skipping thousands of years of expected development. Over 600 genes exist only in humans. No link to apes, no predecessors. Chromosome number 2, a fusion anomaly. Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, apes have 24. But our chromosome number 2 is actually made from 2 separate chromosomes that merged into one. Something very unusual in the natural world. Normally, such a fusion would create genetic problems, but in this case, the area where they joined contains perfectly working DNA. It looks intentional, not a random accident. Reduced lifespan. Ancient texts describe lifespans of hundreds of years. Even science admits that genetically, we're capable of living much longer. So why are we capped around 100? Something's limiting cellular regeneration. The birthing bottleneck. No other species gives birth like humans. We have giant-brained babies and narrow pelvises, a combo that creates dangerous, painful births. Evolution should have corrected this, but didn't. Unless it wasn't evolution at all. Missing chromosome pairs. If humans had 12 strands, we would expect 12 full pairs of chromosomes. But we only have 23 pairs, suggesting something was either removed or hidden. The instability of chromosome number 8. Chromosome 8 is linked to neurological function, and it has unusually high mutation rates compared to others. Many scientists say it looks tampered with. The missing link. Despite decades of searching, there's still no conclusive fossil record showing a gradual evolution from apes to modern humans. There's a gap, a missing transition. Scientists have long referred to it as the missing link, as if we just appeared. Sudden self-awareness. Most species develop basic instinct and memory, but humans suddenly gained language, math, art, and spiritual concepts. Not gradually, but instantly. Self-awareness, philosophy, and morality all arrived as if switched on. All of these are known anomalies, and they all point in the same direction. This didn't happen naturally. It was done by design. Science doesn't know who did it, but it's clear. Someone intervened, and what they left behind is still inside you. Dormant, waiting, ready. But if someone altered our DNA, who were they? According to the Sumerians, the oldest known civilization, there was a race of celestial beings who descended to Earth. They described them as wise, powerful, and bearing divine authority. To the Sumerians, they were gods. But today, many modern researchers ask, were they really gods or visitors from somewhere else? Advanced beings, misunderstood as deities. According to multiple tablets, scrolls, and sacred records around the world, these beings descended from the sky. And many accounts say they came from the stars. They go by many names, but one name echoes the loudest: the Anunnaki. Who were the Anunnaki? According to the Sumerians, the Anunnaki were those who came from the heavens to earth. They didn't just visit. They ruled, taught, altered. They weren't a myth to the Sumerians. They were fact, carved in over 20,000 ancient tablets. But it wasn't just them. The Book of Enoch, removed from the Bible, describes watchers descending from the sky to intervene in human affairs. In the Hebrew tradition, they were the Nephilim. In India, the gods flew in machines called Vimanas. Even the Dogon tribe in Africa knew the invisible stars of Sirius long before telescopes. They claim this information was provided by the beings from the stars. Among the Anunnaki, two key figures emerge. Enki, the scientist, the creator, said to have compassion for humanity. Enlil, a commander, driven by control who saw humans as tools. Both were sons of Anu, considered by the Sumerians to be the god of the sky, but born of different mothers. Enki and Enlil, half-brothers, with opposing visions for humanity. Some believe Enki wanted to uplift us, Enlil wanted to limit us, and between them, a battle for our destiny began. Even ancient texts echo this divide. Many believe Enlil is the same figure later known as Yahweh, a god often associated with wrath, control, and destruction. Enki, on the other hand, appears as the serpent in Eden, offering knowledge to Eve, not sin. And their roles extend into other ancient accounts. In the Sumerian flood myth, Enki warned Ziusudra, later known as Utnapishtim, and eventually Noah, about the coming cataclysm and guided him to build a vessel. Meanwhile, Enlil is said to have destroyed the Tower of Babel, punishing humanity for attempting to reach the heavens. This archetypal battle appears again and again, in ancient myths, forbidden scrolls, and holy books alike. Different cultures, different places, different times. Same story. So we must ask ourselves, with so many independent accounts across continents and centuries, is it still just a myth? Ancient texts claim the Anunnaki didn't just visit. They modified human DNA to serve a purpose, to limit our potential, to make us easier to control. They shut down 10 of our original 12 strands, shortened our lifespans, restricted higher perception. The result? A being disconnected from its origin, but still carrying the codes. And while science admits these alterations weren't random, it won't say who did it, but the ancient records do. Why this matters now? Because those codes, the ones they tried to erase, aren't gone. They're just dormant. You've felt it. The dreams, the synchronicities, the sudden knowing, the call to remember. Every question you ask, every limit you challenge, activates more of your original blueprint. So at this point, you may be asking yourself, how do I activate my DNA? This isn't science fiction. It's energy. Your DNA isn't just chemical, it's vibrational. And like a tuning fork, it responds to frequency, intention, and light. You can begin with sound, solfeggio frequencies like 528 Hz, known for DNA repair, or even light language, a form of intuitive sound that bypasses the logical mind and speaks directly to your cells and energy field, and can help awaken dormant codes. And one of the most powerful carriers of those codes is sunlight. Sunlight isn't just warmth or vitamin D, it's information. The ancients knew the sun transmits codes, frequencies, sacred geometry, and living consciousness. Its rays don't just illuminate the body, they activate the light within your DNA. Spending just a few minutes in the sun, especially at sunrise or sunset, can help recalibrate your energy field and awaken dormant crystalline structures within you. You don't need to look directly at the sun. Just expose yourself with intention and let the codes do their work. Then comes water, but not just any water. We're talking about structured, energetically charged water. water that has been reactivated to support your body and your consciousness. You don't need a spring. You can structure water yourself in simple ways. Place it in sunlight for a few minutes. Add safe crystals like clear quartz into the glass or jar. Play high-frequency sounds nearby, like 528 Hz. Or simply program it with clear intention and loving words. This kind of water vibrates differently, and when it enters your body, it helps awaken cellular memory and reactivates dormant parts of your original design. And of course, there's meditation, dropping into quantum stillness where those long silent strands begin to hum again. But more powerful than all of this is belief. Because the moment you believe you are waking up, you are. Your thoughts become the signal. Your curiosity becomes the ignition. The more you ask, the more you activate. The more you share, the more you remember. This isn't just history, it's a key to who you are, to what you were, to what you're becoming. You were altered, yes, but not broken, not erased, only covered by a veil of forgetting. Within you lives an ancient code, a sacred design no one could destroy. And now, you are the signal, the key. It's time to activate the gifts that have always belonged to you. If this message stirred something in you, it's because a part of you already remembers. Trust that. Follow the thread. And if you feel called, share this scroll, leave your light in the comments, and subscribe to stay connected as we remember together. The algorithm isn't the gatekeeper, you are.